my name's Grandad. So this week's vlog is a continuation of the calorifier. We left us last week where we'd just finished plumbing it in. So start of this vlog is we're going to be wiring up the immersion heater. Here I'm just wiring up the isolation switch, which is going to just fit on the wall. We haven't finished the wall lining off yet, but I'm just going to fasten it to some batten in there for now. And wire the immersion heater into that. And then that's just going to run off to a temporary feed from the opposite side of the boat. We're both dead excited about getting a hot shower tonight, but as you'll see later in the vlog, it doesn't actually go quite to plan. So for the next couple of days, no visitors. But first on the ever-growing to-do list is to change the filler pipe for the cold water tank. Originally we used this green, I don't know, it's sort of like got like a reinforced rib going through it, and I was a bit dubious about using it to start off with, and I fitted it anyway, but I didn't feel comfortable with it, so we've decided to replace it now with this one, which is like a braided hose. No rest for the wicked this morning, and it's time now to wire up the fresh water pump. We've already put these cables in when we first fixed the electric, so they were under the bed in the conduit. I'm just fitting the crimp connectors onto this now, and I'm going to tidy all these cables up once we've tested it out and we're happy with it all. But for now they're just going to lay there loosely on the floor. All the pump wires on the boat are all fed in 6mm. They're all tinned copper cable or wire, which is what we've used throughout the boat. Once the cables are crimped up, I've just popped a bit of heat shrink around them just to give a bit more protection, so that anything damp moisture isn't going to affect the connections underneath the bed. And then once that's done, the opposite side to there, we've got a water sensor which is goes off to a gauge that we're going to mount in the bathroom. It's only little like 0.75mm cable, so you just have to run a live and neutral to it from a local feed, which I'm going to do off the pump, and then the other end where the gauge fits on the wall, there's a live and neutral feed to that. And then all that's left to do is just run like a sensor cable, a sender cable, signal cable, from there with another neutral to the gauge wherever you're going to mount the gauge, so that they talk to each other, so that it gives you a digital reading on the wall of what sort of condition, well, how much the water level is in the tank. All the wires then just wire into this little green connector block, and then it's just a case of plugging it into the sensor, which is plumbed into the water supply just as it comes out of the tank. As you can see, it's not the easiest of jobs when you've got half a pound of pork sausages as fingers, really, but you have to do what you can do, don't you? We haven't actually got Darth Vader come to visit us for the day. It's actually the water coming through the filler pipe you can hear. Now the water's all turned on, it's a case of testing for leaks, etc. The pump does make a bit of a noise to start off with. It's just a bit of the air, obviously the air that's in the system, but it does quieten down after a time of running it for a minute or two.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That is a game changer.
Yeah. Water should not be coming out there, because that's actually the connection for the Eberspacher diesel heater. That coil is a sealed coil and shouldn't actually come in direct contact with the water inside the tank, so there must be a hole somewhere in that coil.
It was spouting out when I first saw it. It's calmed down a lot now.
We have water in the wrong place.
I'm gutted.
I am.
I've got my soap and my shower cap and everything ready. Oh well.
Cold shower. Could have a cold shower. Yeah, and I've got about 25 litres of water to drain out this now, like this. Good way to spend your Sunday. Brand new cylinder and it's fucking faulty. It's like being back in the... It's a knockout quarter-finals again. Or a generation game for them up with.
So guess where Adi went Monday morning? Yep, back to Midland Chandler's. After speaking to them on the phone, they said they'll have a look at it, and when we took it back, explained what had happened. They gave us a new one and said they'll sort the other one out with the company.
Take two. Hopefully.
All dry?
So is that all part? Yeah.
Well, we've had some really rubbish weather just lately, but the forecast says that it's going to change. So we're going to start the painting and get the roof sorted really for winter, and before we can sort of cut some holes in the top of the roof, we want to get some paint on. Nice rainbow, but just didn't quite reach our boat, that end bit.
No.
Maybe next time.
Next time.
There's quite a lot of preparation to do with the paint, because it's been sitting now for getting on for a year with just a primer on. There's lots of little bits of damage from the weather, from the sun and the rain, and we've been gradually through the year just keep sanding them back and repairing it and touching it up really, just to keep it from going rusty. But now we're gonna get all cleaned up properly and get the bits covered up properly, aren't we?
Yeah.
After a sand down, we're just using Rust-Oleum to touch up any little areas that remotely look like bits of rust coming through, or there's scratches in the paint or anything like that. Then we give it a full coat of primer again, the same grey primer. You can see these little bubbles that we've sanded back. So all these little dots were sort of like raised areas, little raised areas, and we think it's where water's got underneath. We weren't sure. It's worse on the side that gets all the sun, gets all the weather.
Yeah, it does.
So they're gone now. The dark grey is actually the first layers of primer, and it don't seem to have gone through to the still. It's just the top layers of primer that it seems to have gone under.
Next day, once all the aqua steel had cured, just applied a bit of primer to all those areas, and then once that had dried, the whole roof got a final coat of primer in preparation for its undercoat.
Next we done the gunnels, and just really got it clean and sanded back and found all the little bits again, little bumps, and sanded them right back. Once it was all prepped, we started on the undercoat. We've gone for black around the gunnels, and who are we using for the gunnels?
Company called T-Mac.
Yeah,
same as the paint we used in the lockers and the bilges.
Yeah, so we've decided to use that paint on the gunnels, but we're using symphony paints for the rest of the boat. But we've gone for this one because it's a little bit cheaper, and we know we're going to be constantly touching this area up. So
especially when I'm driving.
Yeah, yeah. And so we just thought it was going to be easier if we keep it black and a cheaper paint.
Yeah, yeah, it makes sense really to us, doesn't it?
I start playing with some shapes on the bow, just to really see what it looks like, and if we like that when we do the proper paint on top. But yeah, I quite like the heart shape. Be a lot neater than that. That's a bit of paper I cut off. But
I think Reggie and Millie did it really.
yeah, yeah. But I do like the heart. That piece of scroll on the top just cries out for a heart, I think.
Yeah, I do as well.
She needs a heart.
Yeah.
It went on really nice, and any raised brush marks that you can see, sand back really easy.
Able to give you a workout.
I know, innit? Sunday morning.
Yep.
32 ton.
Yeah.
Amazing, isn't it?
That fits now, eh? Right, there you go, Ada. You do. We'll get that just on the point of.
Bit scary, isn't it? Can't believe that little thing like that.
I'm just saying the same thing.
Right, it should be almost ready to go now. So I'll
Okay.
get the other one.
Okay,
Right.
mate.
Right, that's just lifted a tiny bit now.
Yeah.
You get that, so it just lifts a tiny bit.
Okay, mate.
You just see
Don't
it move
come
a
away
bit.
from.
Ready?
Let's go in, yeah.
Alright, we'll try and do it sort of at the same,
Yeah.
same speed. Yeah.
Keep your hand out of the way, Aid.
Got about a quarter of an inch, yeah?
Still on that sleeper there.
There's the sleeper puffed up a bit. Oh,
It's hard to tell, mate.
yeah, get your end lifted a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a gap there now, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aid, watch your hand, darling.
Almost an inch.
Is it?
Yeah, it's about an inch here as well.
Still good, mate.
Yeah. You jack it so we can get a bit of, just get a chop of wood under it,
Yeah.
and then we'll see how level we are.
That, oh, just. This bit of wood has gone under.
Yeah, that one just goes under. I did it the other way actually, but no, it's agreed.
Like those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, should we see how level we are? And
Yes.
we're going to come down a bit.
Do you want me to go and have a look? Or you can
See what? If anything, it's going the other way, but it's only a touch.
That's
That's
we'll
probably-
come down a bit
Of
anyway.
course it will,
so,
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just on this side, you know, this edge of the bubble, really.
Cool.
So I
Okay.
think, yeah, you've
We'll
got
let it down and see where it is. Maybe we'd stick another half-inch under it or something.
Okay, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, just go real gentle. You've got the let-down thing, so we've only got one. Yeah, just go a little bit on that one, and then we'll do that one.
And it's
Yeah, go real gentle as well. So that's it. Now tighten it up. I'll go and do that one. There'll be a bit of flex in the boat anyway.
okay.
Can't believe that little bit of wood is okay, can you? And that jack can just.
Back it off on the way now.
Okay.
Just let it down gentle again, and then unwind it a bit. See, now unwind it. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
See where we are.
Yeah. Have a look at the level. That is absolutely
there.
plump.
Good.
Spot on.
Look at that spirit level there here.
Might have to pull it away a little bit, Adi, so it's nice.
Beautiful. Star man.
Brilliant.
Cheers to it.
You're gonna be
I know. I've had to have one leg shortened for like 9 months.
yeah.
Hey, I'll be able to get out of bed and not
I know.
smash in the wall.
Or lay on top of me all night.
Yeah.
That's the one, isn't it?
Yeah, see, rolling too.
I know, it's going to be a massive difference. Massive. Oh, cool, mate.
Hopefully it won't settle too much because we haven't moved these and they've already, the ground should be compacted underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's going to be 10 times, 100 times better than it was anyway, even if it shifts a bit anyway.